What's going on, everybody? My name's Ashton. I'm the lead investigator with Cincinnati Paranormal Investigations. Today I'm joined by Skylar, Lucas, and Stevie, and today we're going to talk about our experience at the Morrow Arts Center and just that investigation as a whole. So, Skylar, I want to start with you. Like, kind of,
Right? Put me on the spot.
what, I guess, like, how did you feel going into that investigation, like, as a whole?
I was really excited going in there because I had heard all these different stories about it, but I had just never been. And it was also my first investigation, like, official.
Right.
The energy there is really weird. It's really interesting, but it's really weird. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay.
So, like, walking in, you guys can agree, like, you definitely
100%,
feel something,
yeah.
something in there.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
Like, and for people that are, like, haven't been there or whatever, it's not like a horrible place. It's really nice. People there are great.
During the day, it's like it just feels like a normal building.
Market.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even
What's up, hi, buddy?
even like when we were doing it at night, it took almost like 3 hours ish for stuff to actually start happening. That was kind of strange.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
This is Hank.
Yeah, this is Hank. But it was really neat. Like I said, when we initially went there, like May and Tara were both really kind, and they kind of showed us around, told us their stories and whatnot. And we would get small, like, pieces of activity while we were just walking around in the day, but it wasn't anything crazy. Like, it was with our EMF detectors. They would spike occasionally, which really was kind of weird, but we always try to debunk everything we do, so I wasn't really thinking much about it. And then later in the evening when they left, that's kind of when the light switch flipped in the building, and that's when the activity started, or kind of started, like, ramping up.
Skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Well, it was almost too as if, like, Tara and them, like, they've been around whatever's there, whatever entities are there, and so they've kind of put their foot down and set their boundaries of, okay, this is acceptable, this isn't.
Right.
And as soon as they were gone, it was like the safety blanket was off.
Oh, yeah.
And it had free reign, you know?
Going into the MAC, I mean, like Ashton said, everybody was more than welcoming. The exception of a few, but that's neither here nor there. Other than that, the shops were all really friendly and more than willing to stop and talk to us and kind of want to learn more about what we were doing. Everyone's super welcoming, like I said. Our camera woman's playing with the cat.
Sorry, yeah, she's back there kneeling down.
But kind of to piggyback off of what Skylar said, once May and Tara left, it was pretty much a night and day difference from the energy and the activity we were getting. If you watched the video, you saw the picture of the shadow man over in the gym. Yeah. I kind of wish we would have gone back. I wish we would have gone back and done it after they left to see if we could capture anything else, because there's a part of me that thinks not only were they maybe not comfortable getting that close to us because we're strangers, but also because they know that May and Tara have their boundaries and that they aren't comfortable, getting that close and that engaged.
Yeah, but circling back on that picture that I took,
Oh my gosh.
that was so cool. Just being able to capture that, and like you see in the video, like we're all sitting in a circle. There is a large open space that nobody is sitting in for the specific reason that we were letting anything come into the circle and join us. And
He was right there.
it was right when all the equipment was going off. You could see it blinking. You could see all that, and there was nothing there on the camera, and I just snapped a picture.
And not to
That's what you
mention,
get.
like, I don't want to be that guy that's like, do you feel like this coldness and stuff? But I was cold. Like, and it came out of nowhere. We all got cold, and then that device in the center, that REM pod, detected that and started going off with the temperature drop. So that was kind of strange, and she took the photo. You guys can tell us what you think, but ultimately we're not here to try to convince you guys. Like, it's, you either believe or you don't. It's kind of hard if you're not there to, like, make sure that we didn't edit that or we didn't BS anything.
Yeah.
But that is 100% no editing. That is what was sitting there. Blew all of our minds.
Yeah, we would get nothing out of faking this stuff. All of us have way better things in our lives to do than faking
100%.
ghost hunting videos. In reality, we're just a group of friends who are interested in it and do it in our free time. And I'm not smart enough to fake it. So we can go ahead and mark that off the list.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, but I'd like to give a shout out to our trooper of an investigator, Lucas, for going into the
Oh
bathroom
my
all by
gosh.
himself. We were talking about this before the filming. The noises we caught in there. What the frick?
Yeah.
I won't cuss because I
Lucas,
don't know
tell
who's
us.
watching. But what the
Well,
frick?
yeah,
All right,
shoot.
all right. I mean, this was a while ago now, so like it's not like in the very front of my mind, but it was pretty scary. Like, so I walk in there and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, like I'm just here. Like I was just trying to figure
boys.
out what I was supposed to do, like just hanging out with the boys and girls, and I was like, all right, I'll go in there. They were all too chicken to go in there.
100%.
obviously.
I'm not doing it.
And I just figured, all right, what's the worst that could happen, right? Because I'm an idiot. So I go in there and I just start asking questions, and then I ran out of questions and started getting stupid because nothing was coming up, and I was just shitting my pants the whole time. And then out of nowhere, all I heard was this like loud, like angry sigh. I don't know what it was
Yeah,
really.
it
It
was,
was like a, and dude, it scared me. I said, "Oh no, fuck that!"
Yeah.
And I got out of there. But yeah, that definitely like made me like realize like, hey, this isn't
And
like a joke. Like you need to take this shit seriously.
What's your favorite color? How did you end up being stuck here? Okay, fuck that.
prior to us doing that, we were on the stage, and like that's after May and Tara both left. So that's kind of when the activity started ramping up, and we were having EMF spikes, the cat balls and stuff were going off.
Doors slamming.
Yeah, and he decided he was like, yeah, I guess I'll go in there by myself. I was like, okay, Luke, go right ahead. And
Okay, but before that, when we were walking up to the stage and we had that like real like
Oh, that big spike.
that big
Yeah.
spike
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
what
the
What was
EMF,
that?
I think
like
it went
40,
to. I want to say it was 70.
It's
It was
Yeah.
the 70s.
It was high.
But
It-
we, of course, had just turned our cameras off, which we're better about this now, walking around with cameras running. But we had just turned it off, and this thing spiked. Once I stepped on the stage, I think it was 75. Like, jumped straight to 75. And then, like, the activity on the stage, it kept, like, spiking occasionally, and the REM pod would go off with sounds I'd never even heard it do before.
Yeah.
That was kind of strange, too.
Yeah. Hank thought it was crazy.
Yeah, Hank's a trooper. And when we were in May's room, you guys remember that?
Oh my
that
God.
was crazy. And of course, again, we had been in there for probably 20 minutes. I had EVPs going, which we didn't have anything on. But right when we were leaving, we had just shut the cameras off, and a cord behind us. So I don't know who was standing next to me, but there was like 3 of us standing in the corner. A cord dropped behind us, and then on the opposite side of the room, the REM pod went off at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, and
that-
too, well, we captured that video of something.
Yeah.
That shadow figure. I don't think that ended up getting into the
No,
the
it was
video.
it was really quick. It was almost like I kind of want to say it was like an arm or like some sort of like black shadowish figure thing, which we can probably put that in here so you can see that.
Yeah, we can overlay it.
I also so going back to when we were walking onto the stage, when we all got up onto the stage, and after all that like spike went down and everything, and we were just up on the stage just talking, I looked behind me down the steps, and I could have swore I saw something run across
Yeah.
the hallway, and it was like a dark figure, but that scared the shit out of
So,
me.
out of everything we did, what do you guys think was the scariest? What was the scariest
go down
moment
the
of that
line.
investigation?
Yeah.
Go down the line, yeah.
In Lucky number 8, that room?
7.
7.
Studio 7.
7.
Studio 7.
Studio 7.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one was pretty.
That was after May and Tara left.
Yep.
And it just felt like whatever was there was taunting and playing with us, and like, oh, I can mess around with you guys, like I can scare you guys, I can do whatever I want. And it was toying with us.
Yeah.
Especially, what did we capture that it said? It was,
Follow me to the tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Want to
Yeah,
go
come
crawl
to-
through the tunnel.
yeah.
Want to go
Come-
crawl through the tunnel. I
Oh.
remember this vividly. Dude, hell no.
and the
Yeah.
light turning off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
down
Like
the
the light
hallway.
The
turning
door
off.
slamming.
Yeah.
And it turned back on.
That,
It turned off and then it turned itself back on
Dude.
somehow.
Yeah.
Off again. How much? Going off again. Going off again.
that room and that experience in there, that was when I kind of realized, okay, maybe this is something a little bit more powerful than what we initially thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable keep like doing this
Yeah.
right here anymore. So
Lucas, what about you? What was your?
I don't know. Like after the fact, watching that follow me through the tunnels,
Yeah.
that kind of threw me for a loop. But
Yeah.
I want to say either.
Hopefully, this video gets sponsored by a lint roller company. It's like, go on. Hank.
I want to say either. I want to say probably either Studio 7.
You might scratch it.
Cats are fighting over there. I want to say either Studio 7 or the bathroom. Because the bathroom genuinely scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. I mean, pretty much the whole time. Anytime anything happened, I was scared.
Right.
I mean,
I mean, I can't disagree with the statements of Studio 7. But, I mean, myself and Ashton and Skylar all sat down on Discord and were listening to EVPs for like 2 or 3
Dude.
days, basically. But the scariest one,
That's what I was gonna say, dude.
Ashton,
Oh,
with
yeah.
his upstairs running, demonic laughing, I'm good.
Dude,
I
I
don't, no, I'm all right.
in
But-
backstory on that, like we had, it was silent
Yeah.
upstairs, and this is also the same time I think you took that picture in the stairwell.
Yep.
Of
Yeah.
what, like, and that
The
one's
second
hard to
figure,
see.
yeah.
But it looks like a really tall, scrawny, big-headed thing walking up the stairs. And we can put that up now too. But it was silent.
Yeah.
Other than the REM pod occasionally going off or like cat balls, but it's clear as day on that EVP. Like the beginning, I'm pretty sure it says you're not ready for what's about to come, and then it starts like making some weird noises, and it almost sounds like lockers like slamming or kind of like a jet engine. It sounds like a jet engine to me, starting up and then like going past the camera or like the EVP, and then you hear a cackle, and
Yeah.
it's like an evil. Dude, it chills me to the bone
Yeah.
still thinking about it. It was definitely, I think, the scariest EVP we had that night.
The
But,
running.
yeah.
I can't do the running.
yeah,
Getting
that,
closer and closer to the camera.
that was scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that, I'd have to agree, dude. That was, and we didn't, like I said, we didn't hear any of that. That was all after the fact when I was editing the EVPs, like listening to them and boosting the audio so you can hear, and that's when we heard. So that was pretty scary, I'd say.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, we said it in the primary video, but hopefully they're back watching again. On behalf of CPI, we'd all like to thank Trent and May, Tara, and the other people of the Morrow Arts Center for being not only welcoming, but just awesome. I mean, everybody was more than willing to sit down and talk to us. We went back a couple days later and shared some of the stuff that we had found and answered some questions, and it was definitely a new group of friends that were more than welcome to have with us at any time. It definitely wouldn't have been possible without a simple email just asking if we can do it. So I guess we can talk about some of the stuff we got in the works.
Yeah, like he was saying, like that was really big for us because that was our first investigation. So huge thank you to Trent for being so kind, and especially like not really knowing us that well and allowing us to come out. That was amazing. As for the future though, so we have 2 more videos that are posted, which I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but we have the place we're at right now, so Skylar's house, and then we have the J. Miller State Company. I just forgot the name.
In Aurora, Indiana.
And then next week, we will be at the Post Town Elementary School in Trenton/Middletown, Ohio. It's kind of on the border. And in August, we have the Ohio Reformatory. So those are both huge investigations that we're going to be doing, and also we'll be putting new ones in there here and there. A lot of new equipment that we're excited to test out. I don't know, what do you guys got?
I don't know.
That's
I
it.
mean, that's pretty much,
Thanks
you hit
for
it on the
having
nail
us.
right there.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody at the MAC, and thank you to all of our viewers. We really appreciate every single one of you, because this is all something we just like to do on the side, so you guys hopefully enjoy these videos. And with these little like after reviews, we're going to try to do these after every single investigation, depending on how you guys like them. So
Yeah. If you guys have any questions or any inquiries or places you might want us to check out, feel free to comment on the video or message us on Facebook. We also have a TikTok. Don't mean to brag. Pretty sick. Probably need to pick up on it again.
yep.
But feel free to find us on there. With that being said,
Sorry, there was a bug.
is everyone good?
Yeah.
Good.
Enjoy the rest of your evening or day, and remember to stay spooky.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See ya.